Hey everybody, my name is Larry Trotter. I am the founder of Inherent Security. We provide cybersecurity compliance services, and today I'm joined with the CEO of Brightline, Allegra LeBel. Hey Allegra, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you, Larry?
Good, thank you. We've been helping Brightline out for the past 3 years, but today you're going to hear it straight from CEO's mouth of some of the work we've done together. So Allegra, could you start off by telling everybody the services Brightline provides?
Yeah, Brightline is a FinTech company. We provide security for credit and debit card and virtual card transactions. Currently, mostly focused on manufacturing and distribution companies who have customers that would like to start paying via credit card. And we make it easy for them to be PCI compliant, especially through our help with Larry.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And of course, you're working in such a regulated industry where people are really concerned because of payment transactions. Compliance, trust is definitely top of mind. I'm sure everyone can understand that. So, what challenges were you facing before we started working together?
Yeah, well, we have our annual PCI-DSS requirements for gap analysis as well as our self-assessment questionnaire. We were really looking for a sustainable solution for making sure that we were staying on top of the security changes and updates that come out from the PCI Council, as well as making sure that our questionnaires were completed on time.
For people who don't know, that SAQD for service providers is pretty lengthy, especially with the new updates and the more stringent requirements that's required when you fill it out. It's a lot of work. It's the biggest SAQ of all of them. It's definitely an overhaul and can consume resources and stuff like that. So before we started working together, what had you tried to make sure that you were PCI compliant?
Yeah, well, we had worked with a QSA, a couple different QSAs before, and we had found that sometimes they did not provide quite as much of the detail around where improvements could happen as we were looking for. And to be quite frank, they were also really expensive. So there were a couple different pain points that we were having that we were looking to improve on.
Yeah, and you're not the only one, and it's not just in the fintech industry when it comes to compliance. A lot of times, the auditors who do the assessments never had a background in cybersecurity, but they've just been taught on what to look for in audits. So you can get very vague recommendations on fixes. So it's definitely understandable. So can you describe some of the work that we did together?
Yeah, well, for the past couple years, we have worked with Larry for the gap analysis of reviewing our systems, looking at the questions that are within the PCI DSS SAC-D service provider requirements, and seeing if there are any places where there are room for improvement or issues with the items that we have that get identified through Larry's evaluation of our systems. And then subsequently, we're able to make the fixes that are needed and then go through the full questionnaire, answering those questions and getting our PCI DSS currently 4.0.1 certification. And so I think it's been a very successful relationship. There have been, even developments in the way that we've worked together. Our team has been able to learn from Larry and be able to feel more empowered in understanding how to answer the questions and looking at where we can define our roadmap moving forward that involves the optimal security framework.
How would you describe the results in terms of what we helped you out with versus what the QSAs previously did?
Yeah, well, I would say that we got more specific recommendations on a technical level for security improvements.
Great, great, great. And who would you recommend us to?
I would recommend your work to people who are looking to get compliance, whether it's done for the first time or updated, and really working together with someone who understands compliance frameworks and is able to evaluate with very clear directives for the changes that need to be made. I imagine small to medium businesses. I think that you would be a complement to really companies that are looking for an outside perspective that is going to also result in the compliance certification.
I appreciate it. Thank you. And for everybody who's listening, who is your ideal client? How can you help them out? And how can they find you?
Sure. So our website is Bright, BRIGHT -lion, LION.com. And if you are working with payment cards and are concerned about your business systems being exposed to sensitive cardholder data, you should get in touch. We're happy to help.
Great. Thank you for providing that to everyone. Allegra, I appreciate you taking the time to share Brightline's experiences of working with us in Inherent Security. I know you're a busy person. I look forward to continuing to work with you all in the future.
Me too. Me too. Thanks, Larry.